Alrighty. Let's knock out some dailies, huh? Guy was refusing to die. Good afternoon. It's pretty cool to throw like meteor stream to the left and then quick shot to the right to nuke the elites. And then the helicopter is just so satisfying. Definitely the most fun character to play. It is a lovely day.
New adventurers, talk to me if you have any questions. Map, battle, auction.
Hello, adventurer.
I send that to my Soul Fist. What's interesting is with the engraving support is you just send high stat. It doesn't matter what the engravings are to that character. And then they get the temporary benefit.
New adventurers, talk to me if you have any questions. Map,
Wasn't it just the north?
battle,
Now it's the south.
auctions.
Are we
I'll
completely
tell you all
surrounded?
about it. I'm the expert.
That guy's the expert. Still a little tree. This match make it. So many people are doing it. Just randomly tap the weapon. I was hoping for a con hard that I would be just over 1600, like 1600 point whatever. But I don't know if it's gonna happen. Need to do some more of that. Doesn't seem like people are matchmaking tree right now. So I do, oh, there it is. So I do the leap stones for all these. I do the ruin one and the night market's really easy. Any character you're honing, you should just default do that. Yeah, presets. I'll turn that away from everybody. I have no way he's gonna throw it. Can you stop? A lot of looking away in this fight. Son of a bitch. Pumping. Purify didn't work. Come on, Purify. Yeah, there it worked. Oh, son of a bitch. Oh, Jesus. Leave me alone. Just let me murder you. Okay, Purify worked that time. Try to set up for an ult here. Let's do it. Yeah, 128. Not bad. Oh, this guy. Oh, that was Mark that's in the party. Mark's in the group. I didn't even realize Mark was there. That's hilarious. I love it. I was like, that guy looks like Mark, and then it was like, yeah, that is Mark. It's a small world at 12:40 p.m. Eastern on Lost Ark. Quite the small world we got. I gotta check the cards. Why can a Balthor spawn? Can please Balthor. I wish to be part of the LOS 30 team so that I can outdamage everyone. This would have been an amazing item. It was a different stat. "20 says, watching that Gunlancer run last night made me start swapping on my build today." Hell yeah, man. If I could go back and redo my build, I would do like a hybrid crit Swift. I would probably try to aim for like 1,000 crit and 1,000 Swift and try to be like straight down the middle with it. Rather than doing the 1,600 Swift that I'm... Yeah, that's a good number. That's good. 1,100, 900 is good. Because you definitely want Swift because it's so much fun and you have so much utility. I think if you just get to that point where it's too low, then you're just slow and it's hard to position and it's hard to get in front. But it's a lot of fun to be fast and then still do good damage. And then just put, well, you just need all the focus runes. So, like, the main thing is your Nahila's energy, high focus rune. Your taunt should have a focus rune. And then I swapped to the parry shield ability. I don't remember what it's called. But... in that one, they say to put the protection rune, but I don't think that's necessary. So just put a focus rune in that, and then you go, yeah, countergun lance. That's it. So I put focus runes in those 3 abilities, and then you go conviction on the one that's like a multi-hit, and then judgment on your counter. I can't remember what that one's called. So then you do your rotation, you proc conviction judgment, and you'll be fine. Especially with the stats being 1,100, 900. Because like, if I had just a little bit less swiftness, I think I could even get away with less focus runes. So you'll just have to experiment with it and see where it's at. What was I doing? Oh, these daily things. So you'll definitely want to work on those then. And just keep an eye out for stronghold callouts, and then if I end up getting them, I can try to let you know. I had conviction in my stronghold like yesterday or the day before, the legendary one. You need like 28,000 greens, I think, for that. Oh, you're in EU? Very well. Yeah, that'll do it. By the way, the streams and videos are super chill to watch. I appreciate that. I'm not trying to do anything gimmicky, it's just it is what it is, you know. When you're on, I just get you on my second monitor and vibe with your raids while I game. That's wonderful to hear. We do have a nice chill group of people. It's fun. Like for me, that's why I play games, is to hang out with the people that I like hanging out with and just letting the conversation flow as it does and not trying to force anything. And then people that don't fit into that, you just politely get rid of them. You know? Mark, who's in chat as well, he runs the other static, and him and I have gone through a trial and error phase of hiring and firing static members. Takes a while. Alright, what am I doing? On to the scouter. Like, who in the world says machinist, you know? Like, who's gonna be like, yeah, I'm gonna play my machinist. No one would say that. Scouter is so much cooler. Like, why did they rebrand the Scouter? Yeah. Everyone hated it. Like, if they polled the community, they'd be like, what do you think we should name the Scouter? And everybody would be like, Scouter. They're like, yeah, but what about machinist? What do you think of that? And then everybody would be like, no, that's terrible. Like, the only reason I write machinist on my videos is for the SEO, you know? Like, that's it. Otherwise, it just... But in general, I think, like, the way Korea, you know, it kind of started with, like, Faker is they add the ER to one syllable words. And I think that in general is like really catchy and cool from a naming perspective. I'm sure somebody did it before Faker, but I'm just using that as a famous example. I'm gonna have to time the chaos dungeons again with the new changes to see what character does the chaos dungeon the fastest. Before the chaos changes, my gun lancer was doing them in like 240-ish minutes, and then the second highest was my scouter. He was getting around like 255. But I would imagine with the Pistoleer changes, like the Pistoleer's probably up there now. And then with the Chaos Dungeon changes, it's gonna be like 2 minutes. You never tried to optimize your builds a lot for Chaos Dungeon, to be honest? You should, it's nice. I mean, the main thing that you do is you build your raid build with class engraving and grudge if you're DPS, and then you just sub out your grudge for preemptive strike. So then it's really easy to work with that. And then you always run Betrayal set. And then if you get lucky, you can get a Preemptive Strike 3 engraving. And then you'll have a level 3 Preemptive Strike. But level 2 is more than enough.
I swear this will improve your life.
He swears it's gonna improve your life. That's a good one. I'm gonna do cube. Try to get the weekly gold out of the way. Yeah, I'm 100% free to play. The only thing that I buy sometimes are skins, and that's it, but I'm not buying them to sell them. Yeah, that's why I don't have any gold. Like if you ever look in on the gold count, it's always a struggle. Like trying to hone 2 Akan characters, I'm trying to get a 3rd now. It just destroys your gold. It's always gone. So I typically like just come up with like a little project and a goal, and that's the only thing I funnel resources into. So like I worked on my scouter here, and it was like, okay, I want to get him slightly above 1580 so that I can do a con without insta dying. And yeah, and last night was my first time doing a con on him, and it was really good. I was the only one standing at the end on gate 3. You're super on and off with Lost Ark? It's good to like build up rested in this game. I think people that FOMO this are making a mistake. For me, I drink coffee and do some dailies on my main characters, and most of the time that does not involve guardian raids. So I'm just like doing chaos dungeons, which takes like 6 minutes a character, and then do the Una task on them, which is probably another 5 minutes, and then that's it. So I'm on for, you know, an hour or 2, and then take a break, and then we do our raid night at 9 or 10 o'clock. I'm trying to build the YouTube channel out and get 1,000 subscribers there so I can have that make a little income, support the community I'm building. You've been playing since the very first day it was released, but had to stop for a few months right after Braille came out because you were burning out. Yeah. I do not blame you, sir. That's also why like a lot of the guys are playing other games right now, the new games that came out, like Baldur's Gate and Starfield. You sure my YouTube will do good? I appreciate the confidence. I've only been doing it for like 7-8 months now. Yeah, I should probably do other classes outside of Pistoleer. The Pistoleer I know so well, so it's just like really easy for me to do it because Hey, Adriel. You found me from my guide. It was a good guide. I think it's got like 12,000 views so far. I messed up on Deathfire though. I didn't say that you can do all 3 tripods. I instead was only talking about 2 of them. And so a lot of people leave comments saying you can use all 3, and I'm like, yeah, I know. I didn't mean to make it seem like you couldn't. You can always pin a comment fixing that, so no big deal. Yeah, that's true. Didn't get the counter. There we go. Alright, we don't have a support, so... But we do have a Big Daddy Gun Lancer. So if you're trying to learn how to play Evo, the main thing with it is when you transform, you want to do 3 abilities and then use your Crimson Breaker, the thing that like gets all the lasers. And then your objective is you want to hit all of your abilities so it comes off cooldown. And your goal is to get 3 Crimson Breakers in one Iron Man rotation, and it's really hard to do that with level 9 gems. I said Big Daddy Gun Lancer. You made one when the game came out and the gameplay was not for you. You have Sudden in the 7th spot right now, I think. See, I got 3 there. And it like goes away like right as you press it too, which is crazy. So there's 2. I'm not gonna get 3 because I had to reposition. Maybe? Nope. It's on a thread. Seriously, I missed that. What the? Where the fuck is he going? Oh my god. Why is he moving so much? Purify is super OP on Iron Man form. Like, you don't even really need to worry about the stacks in this. Motherfucker. Son of a bitch. I will say front attacking sucks on the new content. Leave me alone, tree. Look at that guy. I didn't do the best of either, but somehow got a good balance. Hey, I heard you talking about someone in your raid not be able to make it to final screen anymore since they played Destroyer. Yeah. Yeah, so Murky, he was our highest damage. So he's MVP every time. It was him and Gone and Gone plays Arcana. So it was always the MVP screen was always Murky or Gone, but it was almost always Murky through all of Brel, and then me and one other person. So it was always in that order, and it was pretty much consistent every time. And we get into a con and just front attack doesn't exist. Like, you can't even do it because if you stand in front, you're getting meter, and if you stand in front, you're gonna get meter and just die. And so, like, his first like prog nights that we had, he was just like, I can't stand in front because I'm getting meter and dying. And then he even like watched some streamers doing front attack classes and they're struggling with it, and it's one of the reasons outside of the back attack being annoying that they're getting rid of entropy, because it's just brutal. But what sucks with Scouter, Evo Scouter, is you need to be in front for your main damage skill, and you don't have any super armor, so you're just getting like ass blasted the whole time, and you have to just back attack and you lose a good chunk of your damage. So it's not a good meta for front attack classes right now, because you need to be behind the boss the whole time in a con. There's none of the gates are front attack friendly. Some Korean streamers are mentioning the set change wouldn't happen for another 6 to 12 months probably. Yeah, because it's gonna be a huge undertaking. Like, they're gonna have to literally change like game mechanics and how those things work. Like, it's not a easy thing to remove from the game. We were talking about it last night. Because you either give the bonus for front attack, or you have to remove the bonus, and then if you remove the bonus, then whatever new set they come out with, like, will be overpowered for everybody. And then what's the point of having front and back attacks and, you know, positional damage? So it's like, what does that look like? I think it makes sense though to have fights that are better for certain classes. Like, it's interesting to me to have, you know, that kind of meta where just like one class isn't just broken at all the fights. If they remove positional, they need to remove some tripods, for example. Yeah, same with Gunslinger. Because you turn the Gunslinger into a Hitmaster class with the tripod. Yeah, you have Master Brawler, which is front attack. You got Ambush Master, which is back. I mean, you're essentially turning every class into Hitmaster, but then you have to redesign all the classes because front attack and Hitmaster have different strengths and weaknesses. So that's a very big challenge to do. Like, I think if you keep the bonuses, then you just have to figure out a really interesting set. Because maybe it's just the set that they're talking about is that you lose, you know, 70% of your damage if you're not back or front attacking. And so, like, that reward, risk versus reward kind of thing is a bit much. Whereas there's no penalty for Hitmaster classes, and those typically are ranged. So they get a lot of positional benefit. I really like the Pistoleer for that reason, is like, you do want to position as a back attacker, but you have two abilities that are Hitmaster that you just fill in while you're repositioning. So that feels really good to me. Like, I can use the helicopter to reposition behind the boss while I'm doing damage. And then I can use Meteor Stream when I'm like on my way to reposition. So that feels really good to have that option. Whereas if your whole kit is back attack, that just feels bad, because then you feel obligated to like hold your abilities back. Yeah, Striker. I would have had a Striker in my top 6, but I couldn't handle the, like, a terribly immobile class that needs to do back attacks. Like, that feels bad. Someone in the group last night did mention something about supports being able to aggro the boss. Yeah, that's an interesting idea. Obviously you have tank classes that can do that as well. Like, have an actual aggro system like in WoW or whatever. Like, it's an interesting idea, and then it brings back the main tank into your raid again. When I played WoW, I was the main tank for my guild as the guild master. And it was like it was a fun role to play, but it was also just like everybody unloads everything into the main tank so you can progress through content. I don't know if I want to be the main tank again, you know? Trying to get rested on this guy's for his guardians. I decided I don't want to do guardians on more than my 1580s unless it's rested. But it is nice to make gold off the leaps, you know? Like you could just sell the leaps every day that you get. For those of us that are poor. My artillerist is going to be my next project, though. Gonna try to get him a con ready and see how terrible it is to do barrage artillerist in a con. Like, my artillerist does so much damage. It's crazy, and it feels great to do. Mark with the paragraph coming in hot. Mark says, I think not being able to aggro the boss to one person makes the raids a lot more interesting. Seems like it would be boring if a destroyer gunlancer could just maintain aggro the entire fight. Yeah, they'd have to do something that... Because WoW was boring from that sense, but it also, like, they had mechanics where... You know, for instance, like in Black Temple, like they had fights where you had to juggle aggro between you and your second main tank, and then you had to have like different main tank classes that excelled at different things so that you could do it. So like even in like Illidan, like you couldn't main tank that with a druid. You had to do it with a warrior because they had the one ability that like negated Illidan's like insta kill. So like I thought it was interesting that they like brought in tank mechanics that the tanks had to learn. And then everybody had to like work around that, and then as the tank you had to position fights a certain way. And but yeah, Adriel says, Jibo, pardon me, I betrayed the Pistoleer Church, need to change mine to EW on SA. Oh geez. Mark says, wow, it had much larger raid groups though, right? Never played it. Yeah, I mean, it did initially. It had 40-man raids, and then they dropped it to, which was insane to fill. And then 25-man raids was like the default through BC, and then you had 10-mans after that. They like dropped it to 10. Yeah, but it was a debuff stack on a player meant to aggro. Yeah. So like eventually you would die from that stack, and so you had to trade aggro. So that could be a way to implement it, where it's like, okay, if you have 2 tank classes and the supports can also aggro, then you have like 4 people in the raid that can aggro, and then they have to like trade aggro somehow. That might be interesting, but it also seems like it'd be tedious. But again, something like that would just completely alter the game. Like I remember we had in WoW, because again I was the main tank in WoW, and we had this one mage, and he was fire, and fire had didn't have any aggro reduction, and it was very high aggro, and he was such a dick because he would fuck with me and he would just like immediately want to unload his kit, and he threatened to like leave the guild if I couldn't handle him, and so I had to figure out a way to like we had you know, like hunters like could give the tank aggro, so they had like an ability that would like mark you, and so I would like deck out my hunters so that they would throw aggro onto me, and then I added like strength into my build so that I would hit a little bit harder, and then managed to like figure out how to compete with this psycho damage dealer, as we needed him, you know. You needed him for prog. It's like gone, like you need people like Gun to just shit all over the boss. I also liked in WoW how you had these like raid-wide buffs and you could stack them. So like Shaman had like a damage buff that they gave everybody. And so you would call as the raid leader the moments like for doing that. It was sort of like, you know, 3 bubble with a dark grenade kind of thing. But it was a little bit more epic because the animations changed and everybody grew to like a larger size. And so those call outs were like epic moments. Not having captured all those things and like filming it and putting it on a channel is actually the reason why I'm streaming and archiving the gaming, because there's like 10 years of WoW raids that I didn't record that would be fun to like rewatch. The good old days. For those trying to figure out Sharpshooter, Loyal Companion is the way to go for chaos dungeons. Personally, I think Loyal Companion is not great for raids, and that's because the bird doesn't shut the fuck up. It's not a damage thing, it's a bird thing. Mark doesn't like the bird. I don't like the bird. Nobody likes the bird's noise. Yeah, Save Mark hates that fucking bird. It is. Yeah, just listen to the bird. Here, let me. Let's get rid of the music and just listen to the bird. Oh, of course. Yeah, we're gonna listen to the bird on the next one. Everybody together. We'll listen to the bird. Are you ready? I'm gonna get the bird to come out. Alright, now listen. See? See? Just never ending. Like, why do they have to make it whistle like that? So that's Loyal Companion right there. It's great for Chaos Dungeons, though. You know? Yeah, they 100% need to... Like, maybe if I put, like, a 10-hour video of just the bird noise up on my YouTube channel, like do something troll like that, and then have people share it to Reddit. Smilegate to get a hold of it and be like, oh my god, yeah, the bird sucks. Personally, I think that Loyal Companion is like the chillest fucking build in the game. Like if you want to just get really high and play a really chill class, like Loyal Companion is for you. But you cannot have bird sound effects on if you want to just relax and chill, because it'll eventually get caught into your eardrum and you'll hear it while you're sleeping, you know? And that's the way of the sharpshooter. Let's get the music back on, because it's eerie to not have it on. Also, Deathstrike snipes are super awesome. My highest so far was 120 million. By the way, it's roster level 240 that gets you the extra life energy. I thought it was 300, but it's 240. So we're gonna be doing some legions tonight around 7 p.m. if you're around. I think I can do that. I would like to get all of my legions done. That would be friendly. I'm gonna do hard con on Friday at 6:30 p.m. Eastern on Pistoleer. And that's gonna be glorious. Hope to have my first clear on that. Yeah, it'll be first time. We've just been doing normal, and then I got 1600 late last week. I don't remember when, but yeah, it'll be Prague for me. But the group I'm doing it with, they've cleared it before. They're a bunch of RMTers, I think. They were 1600 like on day one of a gun.
Hello, adventurer.
It's like, okay. Like, I think I'll be the least geared out person in the group since I'm free to play. But that's fine, you know. Yeah, me being the lowest is gonna be really funny. What'll be funnier though is if I get MVP on any of the gates. That'll be very funny to me. Like I've got LOS 18, I don't have LOS 30. Like everybody in the raid's gonna have LOS 30. I've got mostly level 9 gems and 2 level 10s. They're all level 10 gems, you know. So if I play perfect, it could happen, you know. Gonna have to drink some Red Bull or something. Question, did you open any selection card packs to get 18? Or did you just farm? So like I got 18 somewhat early because I did open selection card packs. I feel like if I could do it again, I wouldn't do that. But 30 was so far away and unobtainable because the game wasn't giving us any cards. Whereas now the game is giving you cards like Balthor and Way, and like because of that I would not open any. But at the time when the game first came out, like cards were impossible to get and we were doing card runs all the time. But yeah. How many away are you from 18? Like how many cards total do you need? Like I think if you were like, I just need 1 card or I need 2, then go ahead and open them. But if you're like, you're 5 cards away, I would wait. I know it's annoying, but I would wait until you're like 2 or 3 away. Like try to get like two or 3 more cards for like random, and just hold out as long as you can. Because like the problem I have right now is I need 9 Balthors, and if I can get 9 Balthors, then I'll use all of my selectors to finish it. But I need to get 9 of these motherfuckers first. So that's where I'm at. It's annoying. So I need 5, 9. So that's 14, 16, and yeah, 22. So I need 22 cards, and then I have let's see, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So I need 7 cards for free. So if I get 7 Balsaurs, I'll have it. But I've been actively trying to get LOS 30 the whole time. Like, I buy Stronghold cards out, I go do little card runs. Like, on my main, I even do Argos and shit. Like it's completely... Everybody else seems to be getting very lucky all the time. And I just get blue card packs over and over and over again. I never buy the Mari's ones because I'm not gonna pay money for that. And then, yeah, I'm not gonna waste gold on it. Like, I saw people using real money to buy those out, and like, I think Murky used real money to buy his out, and he really regretted doing that because it was so much. Like, he had to go through, like, I don't know, it was like 300 card packs. Like, it was so much shit. Yeah, it's way too expensive to do that with gold. Like, you could do that instead of honing, I guess, but then you're not gonna hone any of your characters. I guess the thing is, like, if you're not able to do the latest content because you're you're sandbagging your raid or whatever, like, that's validates, like, investing in something, but, like, you don't need LOS 30 to clear a con normal. And you probably don't need LOS 30 to clear a con hard. You just need to be good at the game and good at your character. It's another thing, though, to also be gate kept because you don't have cards. And luckily people are not gate keeping LOS 30 yet, anyway. Mark refuses to gatekeep. One of the true white knights of Lost Ark right here, folks. Had a 56 roster level destroyer in our Brill 1 through 4 yesterday. They pretty much should make a statue of you, Mark. One of the patron saints of Lost Ark. People in EU gatekeep like crazy. I bet they do. It's pretty bad here too, but I like that sort of got fixed by matchmaking. Like I think if Smilegate did a better job guaranteeing that you get a support with matchmaking, that people would just matchmake shit all the fucking time. Which removes any chance of gatekeeping, and then the only parties that exist are ones that are gatekeeping, and you know that they're gatekeeping. Because if I could, I would just matchmake fucking Brel if it guaranteed proper party. It was like, you're guaranteed to get 2 supports. Okay, sign me up. Yeah, especially if you could guarantee party synergy, that would be really cool. Like, I would set in matchmaking for 10 minutes if it guaranteed. Like, if I could just check, like, I want crit synergy and 2 supports. I'll set around for 10 minutes waiting for that. But matchmaking fixes gatekeeping in this game. 100%. Like, there's no way that it doesn't. That's one reason why I stopped playing a while back, was how long making lobbies would take, especially since I don't have a group. It's just me and another friend. Yeah. That gets annoying. Obviously, you can play the gatekeeping game where, like, you know, one of you has a support, and then you do the support friend thing, and that gives you a high probability of getting parties.
Hello, adventurer.
Yeah, you swap. That's a good way to do it. I really should fix these to just being what sells now. The party is over leveled and the mechs don't require everyone to be on the same page. I don't see a reason to gatekeep. Yeah. I agree. The only reason it's like validated is if you have wipe mechanics and one person can just like ruin the raid. Like we had like we got jailed on gate 4 of Brel because there was a person that literally didn't know any of the mechanics. So it was like, okay. And we needed them to do it as we didn't have the damage to like make up for it. You don't gatekeep when you're making lobbies, but lately if I accept a Makoko, people leave the lobby. It's crazy. Yeah. That is definitely a true. Oh shit, I fucked up. I fucked up my Lopang. We'll just do 2. Right, Soul Fist. You're done with your Gun Lancer build and been testing it out a bit? The cooldowns are super high. Yeah. Are you waiting around? Oh, you have a lot of dead time, yeah. You may need a little bit more swiftness then.
Talk to me if you have any questions.
Wasn't it just the north? Now it's the south.
Like, I feel like,
Completely surrounded?
I'll tell you
like I
all
said before when we were talking about it earlier, is I would probably aim for a little bit over 1,000 swiftness would probably be a good number. But that's definitely something you want to, like, don't commit to until you get the number right. You can also try out the swiftness pet instead of going the crit pet. That could be a good way to balance it out. So give the 10% to the swiftness. And that might get you there. And then if you're running Conviction Judgment, just make sure you proc your Conviction Judgment before you use Surge Cannon and the other ability. And that will 100% alter your cooldowns. Not 100%, but I mean, it'll greatly change your cooldown. I definitely do not like Soul Fist though. I am not a fan. I would go back and do this power pass a little differently. I just wish that they had, like in Trixion, you could like actually try the classes out. Like, Here's a 5x3 +1 death blade you can try out, you know, like, even if it was just like daily, like one at a time or something. Because you don't know until you get it to this point, and then you're like, oh, I shouldn't have. I don't like it. Genshin Impact has that. It's like I had to use resources to level this character up so I could get the rewards from the power pass, and now it's just like, okay. Now it's the 5th highest item level character I have, and I don't like it. I would have made an EW Deadeye for sure, or an AT Scouter or EW Deadeye. That's what I would have done. You're having that issue with your striker? Yeah.
I swear this will improve your life.
I wanted to play striker, like I tried to make that work. I even, you know, like got him a cool skin and everything. He's got a motorcycle helmet on. But yeah, I just couldn't handle the lack of mobility that you have when you're a back attack class. Like that, it just doesn't feel like a martial artist. Like, it's weird to have a martial artist that's slow. Like, that feels weird. Referring to Deathblow, obviously Esoteric is faster, but now you're just waiting for the male scrapper to fill his spot. Yeah. Yeah, male scrapper will be interesting. I really hope they make a male wizard at some point. That would be cool. I would definitely have a male wizard be my 6th character. Have fucking Gandalf. You hope they rework the scrapper with the male version like they did with Zerker and Fem Zerker. Yeah. You have this thing about female characters in this game that makes me not want to play them, and it's because the armor set and the skins. Yeah, it's too, if you're not into that whole fantasy, then yeah. It just doesn't. I'm the same way though. I'm not into the female aesthetics in a character I play. That's why I go with the black bodysuit, you know? Alright, let's try not to mess up Lopang. The series skin is the only one you like so far? I wish they would make the founder skins. I think they were called like platinum or something. I wish they made those dyeable. So I would like to use that on my Pistoleer, but it's white and red, which are like the opposite colors that I like. like black and blue, and that skin is white and red. It's like, oh good. This series, I'm not sure which one the series skin is. Oh, the Witcher, yeah. Sorry, I'm bad with names. Yeah, I remember now, Mark. About your gunslinger. So like I really like this skin a lot, but I want to dye it. So like this is really cool, but I don't want to have it be white and red like that. I want to dye this thing, but they didn't make it dyeable, which feels bad, man. There's my bunny hood. There we go.
Mom, when do I get wings?
Okay. Eight, 6, precise stagger, Gerstall. I tried. Sadness. Alright, that's it for me this afternoon. I'll be on probably around 7:30 when Mark's doing his raids. You guys have a good afternoon.